Once again, we throw back to our past with some NASCAR Miscraft Cup Series racing. Welcome everyone to the North Wilkesboro Speedway. It's going to be a 10-lap throwback race to finish out here today at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. This will be the first time the NASCAR Miscraft Cup Series has traveled out to this racetrack. Race number 7 out of 10 about to begin here today. The points battle, it could not be closer with the top two of Jimmie Johnson and Joey Logano. Still only 1 point separates the two, and they will start towards them near the center of the field here today. And hopefully they will have to hope for good finishes and good starting positions to continue to battle for that championship with just the two of them. The rest of the field is still pretty close behind them, especially with Talladega and Martinsville being the next two races. They are two wild card events heading into Atlanta, which will be the finale here in NASCAR Miscraft Cup Series season number 5. Now the drivers like Kyle Larson and Kyle Busch, they lurk behind those two. And there is no playoffs, remember, this season, and it is going to be the driver with the most points winning the championship. And these two right here, they've had solid seasons, but just have not had the wins to show for it. Two Hendrick Chevrolets, Chase Elliott and William Byron. They're hoping they can get it done in their throwbacks here today. And their teammate leading the points is Jimmie Johnson in that number 48 Ally machine. And he's battling with that number 22 of Joey Logano, still with a 1 point separation between the two. They've had some intense battles here recently in this season, and it's going to continue on here, especially within the next 3 races as we go into Martinsville and Talladega. Joey Logano's back there, and he's really good at Talladega and Martinsville, one of both of those tracks, but Jimmie Johnson, he got the Talladega win last season, and Joey Logano was the one going through the catch fencing here. Very interesting to see if we get any sort of reminiscence of that in the next race. But Matt DiBenedetto, even though he's still far down to the point standings, he did get his win last week at the Watkins Glen International Raceway. And these two, the 17 and the 12, they've had some mediocre seasons. Haven't really said much about them, but they're hoping to get that turned around here very soon. With them being pretty good at Talladega, I'm sure they will be fine. But it is about time to go racing here for 10 laps around this racetrack, and with no playoffs at all this season, every point matters more to these drivers, especially to the 48 and the 22. They start mid-pack. Let's see where they go today. And Erik Jones and Brad Keselowski, they will be leading you to the green flag right after we return here to the North Wilkesboro Speedway.
Checkmate for Denny Hamlin. He wins here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And sideways goes Logano into the catch fencing. All eyes on Kevin Harvick, your pole sitter today.
And here we go to the green flag here. And here is your starting lineup on row number 1. You're going to have Erik Jones and Brad Keselowski. Then we have the 9 of Chase Elliott and the 24 of William Byron. Then we have the 10 of Aric Almirola and the 88 of Alex Bowman. They have Martin Truex Jr. and Denny Hamlin. And you're going to have Kyle Busch and Jimmie Johnson. That'll round out your top 10. And yeah, it'll be a 10-lap race here today at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. Once again, the first time the NASCAR Miscraft Cup Series has been here to this racetrack. So it's very interesting to see how these guys take it in practice. They were taking both the inside and outside lanes. And Erik Jones to be able to qualify on the pole using the inside lane. And it'll be very interesting to see how these guys take on this racetrack here today. And be very worn out surface, and we'll see what these guys can do. It'll be a 10-lap race, and we're about ready to go to green here at North Wilkesboro. Green flag in the air for Erik Jones. Already down to turn number 1. He's going to be clear of that number 2, Brad Keselowski. Here comes William Byron now for the second position on the outside lane of him. They go side by side in turns 3 and 4. And sideways goes the 2 into the wall early here. That'll definitely cause a tire rub of sorts there. Here comes that 9 of Chase Elliott to the outside of the number 24 of William Byron. He takes the second position. Now it's the number 20 of Erik Jones out front. Here comes the 9 of Chase Elliott. They're trying to chase him down into turn number 1. Elliott, though, likes to use that high side. He goes to the outside of Erik Jones. They're side by side. And Erik Jones is going to battle back on the inside lane. But no, he's going to slide. And that allows the 9 of Chase Elliott to take the lead. Here's Jimmie Johnson still trying to keep his car in front of the number 22 of Joey Logano here to keep that points lead. And every position is a point, and Jimmie Johnson trying to stay in front of the number 22 machine. And currently, he's only gaining 1 spot on him. But Chase Elliott, though, leading him around here on the back straightaway. Erik Jones follows in second. Here comes Almirola now for third on William Byron. He's going to slide both he and the 24 and Erik Jones up the racetrack. But Chase Elliott still with a comfortable lead, but the kind of Eric Almirola now coming out of the back into the running machine as they come down into turn number 3. Oh, car in the wall, turn number 2 is Brad Keselowski. The tire blew out on him. Eventually, it would have, and it did, entering turn number 1. And the caution is out here for the first time in North Wilkesboro, and the damage on that race car is severe. You see, heading into turn number 1 here, I think, yeah, blue tire, car went dead straight, slammed to the outside wall, and Brad Keselowski goes around and is out early here. And it seemed like he was having a promising points standings here coming into the day, but that definitely all goes down the drain very quickly here. I see it once again. That was almost a head-on hit into the wall, a very hard hit. You see the tire down, went straight on into the wall and spun that thing right around. A vicious hit for the number 2 of Brad Keselowski for an early exit here with the number 2 Penske car. But nonetheless, we will restart with 3 laps to go here at North Wilkesboro. And it's not Chase Elliott and Eric Almirola that'll lead us back down to the green flag. And they come out of turn number 4. Green flag back in the air. Elliott on the jump. Here comes Eric Jones. 3 wide for the lead. Almirola in the middle, and he slides out of line. And now Eric Jones now coming to the lead. 2 laps to go. Popsicle sticks in the air this time. Behind is Eric Jones with the lead. Here comes Chase Elliott. He's going to pressure him to use the outside lane. Eric Jones slides way out of line. That allows it on to Chase Elliott to get back to the inside of him. Lap and a half to go. Here's Chase Elliott. Here comes Eric Jones battling onto the inside. He crossed him over. And Eric Jones back in the lead. They slide. White flag in the air. There they beat and bang again to turn number 1. Here's Chase Elliott with the lead. Now he's clear of the 20 of Eric Jones. Down to turn 3. Jones dives it in. He makes contact. They're up the racetrack. Eric Jones to second. And Chase Elliott has got a win here at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. And what an exciting finish for these two right here. Out of turn number 4, they slid coming to the white flag. Eric Jones seemed like he wanted a side draft into turn number 1. And that ended up on a lot of contact there. But into turn 3, Eric Jones sent it in hard. That slid him way up the racetrack. And the 9 of Chase Elliott came out victorious here. And he's going to be able to burn it down for us here at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. Congratulations to the 9 of Chase Elliott. And if we look at the results here, the 9 of Elliott and the 20 of Eric Jones, they've battled all day long. And Eric Almirola also had a very fast race car. Denny Hamlin up there, though, with a surprising 4th place finish. If we look at it, though, Jimmy Johnson, he gains on the 22 of Joey Logano there. And that'll help him out in the point standings, which are right here. Man, still a little bit of gain for the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. That'll help him out in the long run here. But a lot of guys are still starting to slowly make progress up on these two drivers, like Elliott, like Hamlin, like Alex Bowman as well. With those small and slightly better finishing positions, they begin to gain on the 48 and the 22. But that is it from the North Wilkesboro Speedway here. An exciting 10-lap race ended up with Chase Elliott the victor here at this old racetrack of the throwback race here for the NASCAR Miscraft Cup Series season number 5. Chase Elliott the victor, and we go on to Talladega, which is a place Chase Elliott is very good at. But same for Joey Logano and Jimmy Johnson, which have had history there before. It's 2 races left before the finale, and right now we're starting to pick off a lot of guys that are not really able to contend for the championship. And that's most of the field. But nonetheless, we go to the 2.66 mile Superspeedway, Talladega Superspeedway up next. Race number 8 out of 10 here for the NASCAR Miscraft Cup Series at season number 5. And well, we'll see you guys in Dega.